Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a requested video on my makeup collection, and I thought I would do part 1 because I do have a bit of an extensive collection. Admittedly, it's mainly drugstore. I like my drugstore stuff. I like supporting local brands. I love Australis. Being an Australian gal, I do like to buy, from Australian products or brands in particular. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love to buy overseas, that kind of thing. I've mainly grabbed the palettes that I reach for. I mean, I do have a lot of palettes today. We'll see if I get through them all without being too long. But we're going to start off with my BH collection, except I can't find my Kali Bible palette, which I'm so annoyed about, but I've got my Missy Lynn palette, which you guys know that I used yesterday, or when I filmed my look that I did. As I said, this was requested. I will insert her name on the screen because for the life of me I cannot think who it was from, but thank you for the suggestion. This could be a series. If you want me to do a series, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, because I can do what's good as drugstore highlighters, my collection of blushes, my collection of blah blah blah. Let me know if you want that kind of thing. But for now, I'm doing my eyeshadow palettes because I collect eyeshadow palettes like there's no tomorrow. I'm an eyeshadow palette addict. I'm Jess. I'm addicted to eyeshadow palettes. That's the first step of admitting or getting help, isn't it? By admitting you have a problem. I have a problem. Anyway, so that's the first one. It's a good palette. Quite like it. Okay, so second one is the BH Cosmetics foil one. They've recently brought out the foil 2. I think it's like a darker version of this. They're good shadows. I like them. I don't think I'll really be purchasing again from BH anytime soon, only because from being in America, it's costly with shipping and converting and all that jazz, and I'm a poor student, so, but they're pretty. I like them. So I've got a small little collection. Bronze Paradise palette. I reach for that on literally and every, that's, you can see all the makeup on my table. But yeah, I don't really know, I can't think of how much they range for, but the BH, I do believe I've got the Shannon XO palette. I haven't played with this in ages, actually. This is one of my first BH orders. Really pretty. I should really play with it more often. But okay, so moving on to an Australian brand that I'm in love with. It is Chi Chi. Chi Chi, I've mainly played with the eyeshadows, which is what we're talking about today, but this is the first eyeshadow palette that I ever brought, and it's the Spices palette. You'll have to excuse the condition of it. I dropped it. It doesn't look that pretty, but trust me, it's a good palette. They're really, really good. Just don't drop them because it's got cheap plastic packaging. I think they're $22.95, but they're often on sale at David Jones for 40% off. I do have 2 other palettes in the Glamorous Eye Things range, which are the Enchanted and the Metallics. I just can't place them, what I've done with them right now, so that'll be again in the part 2. But this is the OMFG palette, and this is my latest purchase, the Sunkissed palette. So you can get them from Target and or David Jones, and they do ship worldwide from their website, and they're cruelty free. And I do have 3 of their latest packaging or latest palettes. I've got the Basic Instincts palette. These are $25 full price, but again often on special. or sale rather. Super gorgeous eyeshadows. I love them. I picked up this one because it's got a range of mattes and shimmers, because the other one, the warm one, is basically all shimmer. Warm Vibes, which is all shimmer, but still gorgeous though. But I do like a range of mattes in my eyeshadow as well. And then for the palette, I've also got the Beauty on the Go, which I've included in this because it does contain 3 eyeshadows. They're the 3. I've got 2 Urban Decay palettes, but they're relatively old, but I still love them. This is my first ever high-end palette, and it's the Vice 3 palette. Don't really want to blind you, but it's a gorgeous palette. Beautiful colours. That was my first ever Urban Decay. I love the shades in it. So pretty. New York palette. Got a little pop-up. And then you'll have to excuse how messy it is, but gorgeous, gorgeous palette. Back onto Drugstore, I've got a couple from W7. I actually decluttered a few that I didn't really like anymore, but I've got this one, which is meant to be an Urban Decay palette dupe. How pretty are those shades though, and they're only $10 a palette. In the Nights palette. And this is my first ever W7 palette, and it's the London Eyes palette. So they're the W7. Too Faced, I do actually have 4 palettes, but for some reason I can't find my Totally Cute palette. But anyway, moving on. I won this one, the White Chocolate Chip palette, from an Instagram competition, and I don't know why everybody's ragging on it so much. It's a beautiful palette. Literally smells like white chocolate chip. They're really pigmented and like good for bridal looks, or good for, you know, pretty prom looks or pretty day looks. So I don't know why everybody's like really hating on it so much. This palette was my first ever Too Faced product, and my friend, The Colours of Beauty by Elle, sent it to me in Nikki Tutorials. Beautiful palette. So I've been a huge fan of Nikki Tutorials like for, I think, years. I think she was one of the first YouTubers that I've actually started watching. Beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows. I love the formula of this. Like, look at that purple. So pretty. And then the first Too Faced palette I actually bought was the Too Faced Bonbons palette. And that's also a really pretty palette as well. So you guys might remember from a recent video that I got the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette. I actually really do like this palette. At first I was a bit not as in love with it as I wanted to be, but now, surprisingly, I do actually really like it. So, beautiful shades. And yeah, I'm quite happy that I got it, especially at the Priceline 40% off sale, which is always a plus in my books. So you guys already know that I picked up the BYS Berries palette. I'll do that in a part 2. The other day I picked up the BYS Nudes palette. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. Beautiful eyeshadows. Really pretty colours. I blame my friend Tanya for me getting this one. It's your fault, Tanya. I'm just kind of running through it now, otherwise this video is going to be hella long and we ain't got time for that, so no. So anyway, other ones I've got are the Maybelline palette. I do actually like this one for like an everyday kind of use. And then I've got like a really old, Urban Dreams by Designer Brands one. It's just kind of like a dupe for the Urban Decay palette. I nearly forgot to show you my Morphe palette, which is my Morphe 35C palette. I really want to get more Morphe, and Beauty Bay doesn't really stock the ones I want to get. I want to get the warm tone one. I think it's the 35F. Oh. Beautiful shades. Eyeshadow palette. Don't mind the packaging. It's cardboard. Cardboard always gets mucky. Eyeshadow, I don't know. I have an issue with this packaging. I'll show you. It's really the way that it folds out and also the way that I open it, because I hate things that fold out like this. It shits me up the wall. I'm like, no, I can't deal with you. I'm sorry. But it's good though, because it comes with that and it comes with little blushes. But I do love... awkward. I do love the eyeshadow shades themselves because they are beautiful. And this is the Eyeshadow... What are you called? The Eyeshadow Natural Australian Peachy palette. Apparently. Because I can't read without my glasses. My Australis Fake ID palette, because I actually love this palette a lot. Like a lot. I'll give a couple of swatches because people online have not really been impressed with this palette, and I don't know why, because it's beautiful. The formula is lovely, and I'm not that impressed with eyeshadow palettes these days, but it really is quite nice. Like, look at that rose gold colour. That green actually matches my top almost. Yes. Like, I often wear this when I'm in a rush to school because, like, literally you can do so many looks. The matte is... Was that a matte? I think you're a matte. Don't mind me, I'm tired. But the mattes are actually really good. They are so soft and buttery. I love the Fake ID palette. So good. Really good quality. Love them. So, I think that's it for my eyeshadow palette part 1. I almost went part 2. If you like these kind of video ideas, please give this a thumbs up because, as I said, it would really help me out as a small YouTuber. Subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next video soon. Bye!